Dear students, in this video we are going to learn the topic problem solving. So here I am going to explain what are the steps involved in problem solving and how can you solve easily by following few steps. Okay, so you can see here I have written total 5 steps. Okay, so in problem solving there are 5 steps you need to follow, and by following that you can get your answer. Okay, so let's see what are the steps. Step number 1, read the problem and understand the question. Okay, so this is very important. So whenever a question will be given to you, you have to read it first and then you have to understand that what is asked in the question. Step number 2, find the important information given in the problem. That means what are the information, what are the values given in the question, that one you have to find out. Step number 3, decide what to do. That means what operation you have to choose, you have to decide that. Next, step number 4, solve the problem and answer the question. So when you know that what operation you have to choose, by following that you have to solve the question and you have to find the answer. Next, step number 5, check your answer. So after solving you have to check also whether your answer is correct or not. By following these 5 steps you can easily solve a problem. Okay, so in short we can say this one as RFDSC. That means read, find, decide, solve and check. Okay, to remember these 5 steps you can also remember a sentence like Rita finds dogs so cute, in this way. Okay, but here this one is a sentence to remember the 5 steps, but you have to follow in these letters. R for read, F for find, then D for decide, S for solve and C for check. Now students, let's apply these steps. You can see your book page number 38. So there mixed problems are given. Okay, so from there let's solve one question by following these 5 steps. Students, it is a mixed problem, so that means you can either use addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. Okay, so here it is not mentioned division, but you can use it, okay, if necessary. So let's see question number 1, what is given. Already it's on the screen, so you can see. On Earth, an object weighs 6 times its weight on the moon. How much will a man who weighs 84 kg on Earth weigh on the moon? Okay, so that means, see here students, the main thing you have to understand the problem first, right? That is our first step. Read and understand, right? So already we read the question, right? So now the second step is to find out the important information given in the problem. So here it is given that if an object whose weight will, like, let it be X, and that one if we bring it on the earth it will become 6 times. Okay, so already it's written, you can see here. So if the weight of a man on earth is 84 kg, then what will be the weight of that man on the moon, right? So here you can see, obviously when it is coming to earth it is increasing 6 times, right? So when it will be on the moon, then 6 times it will reduce. So in case of that we have to what? Distribute this. So we have to decide that what operation we have to choose. We have to do division, right? So now we have to solve the problem, and I know that you already know how to do division, right? Already in class 3 you learn about it, and after solving we get our answer as 14. Then our last step is to check your answer, right? So how can we check, student? You have to see your calculation, okay, where you have done this. So here directly I am writing 14 kg, right? So how I am getting this? By dividing 84 with 6, then we can get 14, okay? And at last you have to write the conclusion, that is, therefore a man who weighs 84 kg on earth will weigh what? 14 kg on the moon. Okay, so I think you understood, student, here what is the logic behind it. That means when it will be on earth it is 6 times more, and when it will be on the moon then it will be less. Okay, so that's why we decided to use what? Division. Okay, so by following all the steps we have solved this question. So like this way you have to solve the next problems. Question number 2, if you see, that is very easy. I think if you read the question then easily you can do it. Now let's see question number 3. You have rupees 750. You want to buy a sweater for rupees 455 and a jacket for rupees 570. How much more money do you need? So you can see here I have written total money is given rupees 750 and cost of sweater and jacket together is rupees 1025, right? So that means total money you need 1025 but you have 750. So obviously from that total money you have to subtract, right, the total money you need. So from that total money you have, that one you have to subtract, right? So if you subtract, then the answer you get is rupees 275. So then you have to write, therefore I need rupees 275 more, okay, to buy the two items. Okay, so in this way, just as I have written here, so in this way you have to write. Okay, and question number 4, very interesting. You see, Amber threw a ball 25 meter. Okay, so Amber, he threw a ball at a distance 25 meter. Ankita threw it 3 times as far. That means 3 times whatever the Amber threw, the distance, Ankita covered 3 times of that. Okay, so how far did Ankita throw the ball? Okay, so I think you understood what is the question is. Okay, so here what you have to do? You have to do you have to do multiplication. Obviously you see here 25 meter, right, and 3 times, so that means again 25, 25 and 25. So you can see this 3 times, so that means this 3 we have to multiply with what, 25. Then what will be the answer? The answer will be 75. So Ankita threw the ball at a distance what, 75 meter. So in this way you have to write it. Question number 5, you see, use the information to answer the question. So the table you see, so these are the number of earth days each of these planet take to go around the sun. Okay, that means this one is 1 year of each planet. So Mercury is equals to 88 days. That means 1 year is equals to 88 days. Like our earth takes 365 days. So 365 is equals to 1 year. Okay, so in this way we have to answer the questions. So a number you see, how much longer does Neptune take to go around the sun as compared to Saturn? Already it is given, so you can see Neptune takes 60,195 days and Saturn takes 10,761 days, right? So if we subtract, then easily we can get, so in this way you have to write, and at last you have to write, therefore Neptune takes 49,434 days more than Saturn. B number is given, if an astronaut spend 1 year each on Jupiter, Uranus and Mars, how long will he be away? So one year in the, Jupiter, Uranus and Mars, so they are different, right? So Uranus, you see, in Uranus it is given 30,685 days. Okay, then in Jupiter it is 4,332 days, and in Mars it is given 687 days. So all this you have to add, and then you can find the total number of days he will be away. Okay, similarly C number is also same as A. Okay, now you have to see Mercury and Venus. Okay, and then you have to find the answer. So I think you can do it. You read the question, understand it, and then decide what you have to do, and then solve and then check. Okay, so by using all these 5 steps, you try to do this and write them in your copy. Okay, thank you so much.